guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Katie and I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4. I also run the budget shop Purple Glimmer Budgets, which is where you're going to find a lot of the products that I use in my videos. You can find my shop on Etsy or also on my website PurpleGlimmerBudgets.com. My husband and I had a journey to pay off a lot of our high interest debt using the cash stuffing method as a way to control our expenses. If this is something you'd like to follow along with, just keep watching. Welcome back. Today is going to be my weekly unstuffing video, so I'm going to be unstuffing these wallets for all of the spending that occurred this week. Here on this channel, I like to do a lot of cash budgeting related items, so cash stuffings, cash unstuffings, cash condensings, anything cash budgeting related, you can find that here. If that's something you like, definitely consider subscribing. I am super excited. I have officially reached 1,000 subscribers, so I cannot thank all of you who have chosen to subscribe to me enough. I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. That means a lot to me. So I am super excited. That was like the last hurdle I had to jump through to become fully monetized on YouTube. So at this point, I just have to focus on creating great content for you guys and not having to like push out things that might garner me more subscribers. So that's one thing off my back because it's just amazing. So anyways, I wanted to kind of put that out there, and thank you so much for everyone's like congratulations on all my posts. I mean, it means the world to me. I woke up to like a whole bunch of you. I promise I'm going to be responding to your comments shortly. I just needed to get this video filmed because today is yet another snow day for my kids. This week is the week that will just not stop. It's been fun. It's been interesting. Speaking of snow days, let me just go ahead and go over all of my fiasco. So our kids were supposed to go back to school on Monday. Well, Monday was a snow day. My husband stayed home from work, so it wasn't a big deal because he was here to kind of manage the kids with me. Tuesday was a snow day as well. My husband, I think, ended up having to stay home sick from work because he wasn't feeling the best. He's under a lot of stress, and that's been affecting his health. Wednesday, not a snow day. Road's still not in the best condition. My husband goes to work, and so he drives the Expedition, which that does great in snow. I have a Pacifica, which rides a lot lower to the ground, and we've been using the Expedition to like drive around during all this snow fiasco, and it was fine, no problem whatsoever. So didn't really think anything of it. I figured I should be able to get my kids to school because I was not about to make them trek to school in the snow because I'm like, that they're gonna fall, they're gonna hurt themselves. I'm like, I need to be a nice parent and I need to go ahead and drive them to school. So I'll load them all up in the Pacifica, which is in our garage, so they won't have to get out and be cold. Yeah, I got stuck at the end of my driveway in the big plow mound, so that was fun. So I luckily have some amazing neighbors, so I went across the street and knocked on the door, or rang the doorbell of a neighbor that I know was always willing to help. And so him and his wife came out and they helped me out. And then another neighbor that we have kids around the same age, so we kind of know them a bit. She saw me with them trying to dig myself out. So she grabbed her stuff and she helped dig me out. So, the district decided that they were going to run buses in the neighborhoods that are not busable. Like my neighborhood's not a busable district because we're so close to the school. It's literally like a 5, at most 10-minute walk from my house to the school. So I completely get that, but it just times it like this. It's like, well, it's really not safe to walk, so they shouldn't necessarily be walking. So that was awesome. So I got stuck in like 5-10 minutes later, the bus is coming down our street, and my car is like halfway into the road. Luckily, the bus was able to get by, and so he stopped. He's like, "Do your kids need to get to school?" I mean, yes. He's like, he said the school's name. I'm like, "Yep." He's like, "Just have them come on." So my kids got to ride the school bus for once, which is nice. So they rode the bus, and so they went on their way. So I didn't have to worry about getting my 3 bigger kids to school. I just had my 2-year-old in the car. So she was in the car. It was warm and everything like that. So we're digging it out. It took forever, and towards the end, what happened, why I stayed stuck so long is I love technology on cars. It's great, but it's not necessarily always the most thought through for like every situation. So since my car tires weren't getting traction, it put my car into e-brake, and like I didn't realize that at first towards the end, and so my car wouldn't move. I'm like, I looked down and there's the dot under the P. I'm like, my e-brake got engaged without me even doing anything. So that's part of the problem. So luckily we were able to get me out. So I was able to get my car in the garage. And then my neighbors are so sweet. Like I just really just need my car back in the garage. But they worked with me to get my whole entire driveway cleared. So that was awesome. We hadn't gotten around to clearing the driveway. We had got like freezing sleet for like the longest time. So we had like an inch or so of sleet underneath a couple of inches of snow. So that's not the easiest thing to kind of deal with. And we just had a lot going on, so we just hadn't had a chance to go out there and deal with that. So between all of us, we got our driveway mostly cleared, which was awesome. So that was my Wednesday. Thursday, got into school, no problem. Friday, I knew that there was another storm system coming in, so I wasn't sure if they were gonna have school or not. Well, the district went ahead and called it off for today early yesterday, so that was kind of fun. They also got a lot of heat from parents for not calling it off on Wednesday, because we were like the only district in the area that actually had school. So I'm sure they kind of wanted to make up for that with this one, because when they called it, I'm like, okay, so you had us in session Wednesday, but you called Friday extremely early, because like the snow didn't really start until like maybe an hour or so ago. I am filming this at 7 in the morning, so I mean there's a little bit of snow, but not a ton. But I guess they figured better not get them to school and then cause a problem getting them home. So I mean, that's fine. So my kids are going to be at home, and my younger son has an appointment that I'm going to have to haul them all to, which is not a big deal. We've done it before. So hopefully the roads aren't bad by that time. Otherwise, if they are, I'll just call off for his appointment and just like, hey, I don't know that I feel safe enough to get to it. So we'll see. But luckily the roads that I take, they're pretty mainish roads that would be maintained. So anyways, that's the craziness for the snow. So I figured I'd fill you guys in on that. So the last few days, I just haven't had the ability to really do work in my shop. So if you have an order outstanding with my shop, I apologize. I'm leaning into my processing time. I have a processing time that I beat like really fast. Like I think my processing time is like 2 to 3 weeks, and I'm trying to push my orders out as soon as like a week or less. And I'm just leaning into that processing time given this like snow issues and all that stuff. So I apologize if you are waiting on an order and you're not getting it as quick as you thought. I will be busting out some more orders maybe later today, working through them, and then this weekend I will definitely focus a lot on them, and I can usually crank through a lot. I was also waiting for materials on some of them, so that's also the reason why I kind of like paused for a little bit there. So again, I apologize if you have outstanding orders that you haven't had. None of them are late. The earliest ship by date that I have on any of my orders is January 21st. So I'm definitely well ahead of deadline. I just like to get them out a lot faster than that. Anyways, speaking of my shop, I meant to show this off in my last video, but I forgot. I am going to be changing a vinyl that I've been using on some of my game challenges. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. So this is my current rainbow watercolor vinyl that I use in Bingo and then also in Savings Land. I love it. I love the design, but the vinyl itself is great. It's the backer sheet that is a pain in the rear to work with, because if I cut it just a little bit deep, it'll actually like take a layer of the backer sheet off. So then I have to weed the back off of the vinyl, and it just takes forever. And this one in particular is an extremely intricate design, so it's a pain, but this is the one that I end up having the most problems with. So I was frustrated with that. I am like, it's driving me nuts. I love these games. You guys love these games, but I'm starting to hate to make them. So I found a very, 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 very similar pattern. It's just a little bit different, but I kind of like it better. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys absolutely positively hate it, I can maybe go back to this, but I think going forward, once I switch over the listings, this is going to be the vinyl I use. So this is a look at it in the A6. So you can kind of comparison. They're two different game designs, but you can kind of get an idea. I really like this because the colors really pop. Let me grab a board too, specifically the Savings Land board. I grabbed some game board pieces just to kind of show the patterns that they're to correspond with. And honestly, I think this one goes really well with the Savings Land background color. Sorry, that was upside down. So I think this is a pretty decent match and flows well with it. That's kind of why I chose this originally. And then here it is with Bingo. I think it's really good. So I just wanted to kind of give you a heads up that going forward soon, those will be the new vinyl colors. So this is the look of the A6, and then I'm also showing the A5 because the pattern goes a little bit different. With patterned vinyls, the way you lay down the design on the cutting mat does impact how it looks. So the vinyl is like 12 inches wide, and so I lay this out this way on the vinyl, and then I use this to cut this way, so that way I'm utilizing as much vinyl as possible. So that's why you get different directions of the pattern. So I also really like about this one compared to the original is that you get a lot more color variation on this vinyl than you do on like the original vinyl. So this one, it has a little bit more fun and interest. So I'm actually kind of pleased with this. Honestly, if I looked a little bit harder, I might have actually landed on this from the original. I just had ordered this vinyl from this company that manufactured or that carries it when I bought a whole bunch of vinyl to launch my shop, and I was testing it and I just hadn't used it, so I still had some scrap left. So when I went to go to do these designs, I'm like, oh, I have that, let me test and see what it looks like. And so it worked. So that's kind of how I landed on this. This brand is actually the brand of vinyl that I use for like a lot of my vinyl colors. So just giving you a heads up, I'm probably going to revamp my coloring offer selection because I'll just tell you, it's a Sizer vinyl, or however you say it, it's S-I-S-E-R. That's the vinyl brand that I've been using. For my glitter vinyls, amazing. It works great. For my solid color vinyls, I hate myself when you guys purchase those because those are a little bit tricky because the cut settings that they publish just aren't right, and it's really finicky. And so whenever I do some of like the solid colors, I like have to like cross my fingers that it's going to cut properly and not turn into a complete and utter nightmare. So I think I'm going to move away from actually using that brand. I found another amazing brand that I think I'm going to try and gravitate towards for as far as my color selection. So that's just kind of some changes that you might see in my shop. If you like absolutely love some of my original colors and you really truly want them, message me. I can probably accommodate it just on a larger scale. This vinyl just it's driving me nuts. So here soon I'm going to get listing pictures up. So I'll have to change the bingo and savings lands listing. I'm also going to have to change my game challenge bundle listing, so that way like you can really see what you're getting. So that's that. Also, if you like the new vinyl compared to the old vinyl and you have like the old envelope and you want the new one, you can message me and I can create a listing for like an envelope only option if you want to update it to the new vinyl color, if that is something you would be interested in. Just kind of wanted to give you a little bit of a heads up on my shop. Also, going back to the fact that I've reached 1,000 subscribers, I will be releasing a freebie bundle challenge. I haven't gotten it designed yet. That is also really high on my to-do list, so very shortly I will get that out to you guys. This week has just been really crazy, so I'll get that posted on the community tab when that goes live, so that way you can check the link and see it. So it should be in my Google Drive as like 1,000 subscriber freebie. Also, when I get a chance to it, I will figure out what type of video I want to film to incorporate my 1,000 subscriber giveaway to. I just want to think through it and have it kind of be like a fun video possibly, or I mean, worst case, I'll slip it into one of my normal like cash unstuffing savings challenge videos and just kind of have it at the end. So that will be coming up. I will be doing a giveaway just to give a preview of what it most likely is going to be. It'll be for whoever wins in the US. It's going to be open to US only, unfortunately, because I'm giving away any item in my shop that you choose. And so I'll choose a winner and then they'll choose from my shop. So that's just kind of what is coming. So anyways, sorry to just chat your ear off about random stuff. Let me go ahead and get into the actual video. We didn't do a ton of different spending, so this will be a shorter video. So I thought it would be good to kind of tuck some of that stuff into. Let me get my iPad woke up. So my normal spiel is, here is my digital budget binder. And so I have everything here to the penny, and then this is rounded up to the nearest dollar. And then as normal, I switch it over to portrait mode and zoom you in so you guys can see, and so can I as well. So let me turn off my Wi-Fi in case for some reason my husband texts me, it doesn't come through. It'll come through on my phone and my watch, but I don't need it like broadcasting because I don't know what he's going to be texting me. I don't think he will. So this is kind of the spending that we did. So let's kind of go from here. Let me see. I guess let's do what I have been doing. I'm just going to start in the purple wallet and then just go as it comes. So gas was $42, and I think he only had to fill up one of our vehicles, and it was my vehicle because I think he filled himself up on Thursday, or maybe he filled my vehicle up on Thursday and then he filled his on Friday. Either way, our vehicles got filled up back to back because of the snowstorm. One was last week and one was this week. And then we've been snowed in a lot, which is also why our spending is on the lower end. So we haven't been driving to use it. So 42, 20, 40, 1, 2. Perfect. I have all of that. So, because I went through this, I'm like, we're not spending as much as we normally do. Am I missing stuff? So 20, 40, 60, 80, 95, 6, and 96. So that's awesome. And it was funny because I was going through it. I'm like, okay, I had the Olive Garden written down and then I hadn't gone to look at the other stuff. But my husband hadn't told me about that. I was like, we ate out more than once, because he's like, I'm like, did we just eat at Olive Garden? And he's like, yeah. He's like, we've been snowed in the rest of the time. I'm like, what did we do Friday? And neither one of us could remember what we had Friday. I'm like, I feel like we've gone and eaten somewhere else. And he's like, no, we didn't. Well, I was right. We did eat somewhere. So I went to go look up our Target transactions, and that's where we got some snow boots. I'm like, we were sitting at Dairy Queen when we were discussing snow boots. So I remember we ate at Dairy Queen. So I called them up. I'm like, okay, well, what credit card did you end up swiping at Dairy Queen? Because we did our food transaction, and then we got some blizzards later on. So they're both added together here. And so one was on our bank account transaction, and then the other one was on a credit card. So he told me which one it was. So that's what we did. So Friday night we ate at Dairy Queen, and then after Dairy Queen, we ran and actually went into Target to kind of get some things. My youngest son lost one of his snow boots, so I knew we had a snowstorm coming in and he'd want to go play in the snow, so we went to go hunt down snow boots for him. And then our daughter is like, well, I don't have any snow boots either. I mean, she did, but she didn't. So we went to see what we can find. They didn't have any in her size, so we bought her some other boots that would potentially work, while I did a drive-up order at another Target, which they ended up having her size. So we got that the next day. So we had all that conversation about that at Dairy Queen. So anyways, groceries, let's see, I think I might have gone a little bit over on groceries. So Walmart was $172. I'm going to go ahead and add $29 on groceries, because that's school lunch. That one just kind of goes wherever I put it. And then I got a little bit of food at Target. So 205, let me add that again. So 172 plus 29 plus 4, so 205. Okay, so we did not go over that at all. Let me check off this gas before I forget. So this, and then this. So here is the 200. And then I am just going to write the 5 in down here, because that will be coming out of eating out. And then let's see how we did for eating out. So 35. So this is a little bit on the low end, because we ended up using some Visa gift cards we got from Christmas, because I told my husband's like, where do you want to eat Saturday? I'm like, I don't know. The only thing that I want to eat at is like really expensive, and I don't think you're going to want to go, because we were just there. And he's like, where? I'm like, Olive Garden. He's like, well, we can go, I guess. I have gift cards. So that's what we ended up doing. I get hyper fixated on food sometimes, and so like I'll go somewhere and like want to eat there like a whole bunch, and that's kind of what happened with Olive Garden. Because when we went there the last time, I did I just basically, when we were there, I ate the breadsticks with the Alfredo dip, which is like, I could just make a meal out of that, and then the chicken and gnocchi soup. And the soup was really, really, really good that day. And since it was really, really cold on Saturday, I was just feeling in the mood for soup. And at that point, I'm like, that was the soup that I thought of. So we went there again for that. And I'm going to try making that at home, so that way if I do get a craving for it, if I can make that soup and then figure out how to make the Alfredo dip and make it taste really good, then I can just make that at home and like eat it up at home. So that's my goal. I want to try and do that. So we ate at Olive Garden, and then my husband did lunch at McDonald's with coworkers, and then the Dairy Queen that I talked about. And then I think that's it. So 1, 2, 3. So $96, and then we're gonna add the 5. So 101. So let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and erase this and then just put a 1, because I don't want to break anything yet. So we are good here. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on, and then we'll come back to this if we have any other that we need to take out of here before the $1, besides the $1. I'm gonna put the dollar sign because that looked like a speck to me. I was trying to wipe it off. So in here, let's see, we have kids, clothing, and then lawn care. I think lawn care, I guess it is in here. I think all of it is in here. Yep, it's all in here. So let's see what we come to first. Clothing is $150 and 36. 150 plus 36, 186. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 81. There we go. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60. Let me make sure. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80. Okay, just wanted to make sure that was all there. And it is. So in clothing, we still have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30, 40, 50, 200. So yeah, we'll just keep this as is. I'll deal with that on the condensing. So let me check this off and then this off. And then for kids, we got some board games. My son really wanted to play Clue, and I have a Clue that I got back from my mom, her house. She ended up having us go through her basement because she downsized a couple years ago, and so I grabbed my Clue, but I can't find it. I don't know where we put it, so I'm like, let's just go ahead and grab one. So Target had like a buy one get one half, so we got Clue and then Zingo. So that's what this is. So 20, 30. So 36, but I don't have, okay, so 30, so we'll just, I'm going to do it this way because I have a ton of 10s in here. So 40, 1 would get me 5 back. So there we go. So 2 10s and a 20, and then take this 5 back. So then I have 20, 40, 60, 75, 6, 76. So we still have enough for parents sign out, which makes me remember that I need to check out and find out when that is this month and figure out if our kids are doing it and get that paid. So car maintenance is getting 22. So let's see, 21. I don't want to take this all back. So for now we'll do 21, and then I will come back to it knowing that I need to potentially get $2 from here, or we'll steal it somewhere else. We'll see. So lawn care is 200. So put that there. So I have 100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 2. So 200 minus 82. 200 minus 182 is 18. So we'll put this here. And so I basically need 20. So I'm going to take from spending. Take the 20 from spending, and that'll clear everything. So we did this one, and then we did this one, and then I'm going to clear out spending, and then I'm going to clear out miscellaneous, and then I am going to leave myself $50 extra to roll on eating out. And then, let's see. So I'm going to put, let's see. So we'll keep the 10. I'm going to swap this for 320s. So 20, 40, 60. I'm sure if you've watched my videos, you can guess what I'm going to do with here in a second. Yeah, I think that's good. This is gonna kind of put me into a little stretch, which I kind of need as far as like making me stay within budget. It's giving me a little bit of a buffer, but also kind of forcing me to try and stay in budget. So I'm gonna take this cash and I'm gonna roll it into my denomination savings challenge. So let me grab that wallet. So that's this wallet. So let's put the cash there. And then I need these. So I'm gonna get these out of the way because we're done with those. And then we will work in here and then we'll count this cash. So I'm kind of hopping all over the place. This is a little bit of a hot mess. So I don't have any ones, I don't have any fives. I have 110. I could have had more, but I'm like, you know what? We're doing good progress on the 10s. So I want to get some progress on the 20s. So we finished a row of the 10s. And I have swapped this out and put some into the bank account, my high yield savings. So we have 100, 200, 300 there, and then 10, 20, 40. So 340. So we're getting really good progress towards the 500 and then the 1000. So I have 4. And then this, so let's color in the 4 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 620. So $620 saved up towards our 1000. So I am super excited. It'll be awesome when we finish the denomination challenge. So we're getting there on the 20s. We have good progress there. Looks like we might need to pick it up a little bit on the 5s, and then the 1s, those are easy. This is our 3rd time working on that. So that's good. So I've kind of added a little bit confusion. So let's hope that this cash is still correct. So in order to do that, I need to add this up and then we'll count that. So I should have $742, and then I also like to write this for my reference. So let's count this up and see if it's all here. Okay, move this out of the way as well. So 100, 200, 300, 54, 50, hold on. I suck at 50s, so we'll put that there. So let's start over. 100, 200, 300, 54, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on. So this is 500, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. Okay. This is a hot mess. Where did I go wrong? So I have 100, 200, 300, 54, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87. I'm 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82. Let me re-add this because something's not right. So let me try and keep my denominations straight. Okay, I'm like, I just keep counting. I'm like, there's no way that I just had that. So 787 is what it should be. So let's try this again. So 100, 200, 300, 54, and then 20, 40, 60, 81. Okay, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20. So hold on. I'm going to recount this. So 100, 200, 300, 54, 20, 40, 60, 85, and then 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 10, 20, 30, So 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. So it is all here. So now my cash is all kinds of messed up in there, but it's good to know that I just added here wrong and that it is all accounted for. So anyways, thank you so much if you made it all the way to the end. Let me know, are there any challenges that you want to see come to my shop or come to this channel as a freebie? Drop your ideas down below. Also, another update on my shop, my purple paper clips are officially en route. They're coming from overseas, so I am super excited about that. Let me know what type of like little things would you want me to include as a freebie in orders going forward. I thought about adding some of my teller slips, so throwing in maybe like a laminated teller slip in a specific design or something. Let me know what you suggest, or I can maybe do like a small savings challenge or something. Maybe throw in that month's monthly cupcake savings challenge as a freebie. So anyway, let me know below and I will definitely take your suggestions under consideration. And then once I decide what it is, I'll probably reveal it in a video coming up. So anyways, until next time, bye guys.